One of the questions that came up at the parent engagement night held on October 6th was in regards to the grade book. Some parents were communicating that when they logged onto the grade book, they weren't seeing any grades and that there weren't any assignments that were being done for any of the classes and being entered into the grade book. There are a couple different things that you need to look at when you first log on to Skyward Family Access to make sure that you are seeing everything that your child has been doing in their classes. So when you first log on, if you look, all of the classes are listed here, and as communicated, the grade or each class is separated into an overall summary grade, academic performance by standards. So in this case, there are 4 reportable standards listed here that the course is based on. And then there are those college and career readiness skills of being prompt and prepared, polite and positive, productive, and persistent. So as communicated, the summary grade, the overall summary grade, which will come out right here, and the overall proficiency score grade for each of the reportable standards, those are only done at the end of each term. So in this case, when you look, there are not any grades in here because the term has not ended yet. When the 6-week term ends, there will be grades that show up in these boxes, giving an overall score for each of the reportable standards and an overall score for the course. But as you look at this right now, it does look as though there are not any grades in the gradebook. The first thing that you want to do is you want to click this right here, Display Options, and you want to make sure that this Show Events is clicked. Once it's clicked, basically it expands each of those reportable standards and it shows you all of the assignments that are connected to that reportable standard. So in this Introduction to Culinary Arts class, you can see that this first standard here, which if you click on, you can get the full description. So this reportable standard is to demonstrate proper safety and sanitation procedures. So if you look at that, you can see right now that there are 4 assignments that are feeding into that reportable standard. The same can be said for the other reportable standards in that they do have assignments in the gradebook that are tied to each of those reportable standards. And you can see those, once again, if you have this Show Events clicked under your display options. That'll actually expand all of the reportable standards for every single one of the courses your student is enrolled in, which will allow you to see every single assignment that they've done for every single standard in every single class. If you just wanted to kind of concentrate on one class and you do not have that option clicked, if you look for this class example here, this Introduction to Culinary Arts, you can see those 4 reportable standards listed here. If you see there's these little triangles next to each of the standards, if you click on those, basically what that does is that'll expand that reportable standard and it will show you all of the assignments specifically under this reportable standard. So if you just wanted to concentrate on Introduction to Culinary Arts here, you could just go and expand each of those little triangles and it would show you all of the assignments that are under the reportable standards, and it'll show you the scores for each of those. Now, if you look at a class and you notice, here, look at this one in this case, this Introduction to Design and Fashion, you can see that once again there are 4 reportable standards here, and you can see here that there is only a triangle under this Integrate Knowledge, Skills, and Practices Required for Careers in Housing, Interiors, and Furnishings. So there's only a triangle next to that reportable standard, and that is because thus far in this class, all of their assignments that they've completed have been in relation to this specific standard. And that could be because these 3 standards will come at later points in the semester. So that's a quick overview of how to see all of the assignments in the gradebook, and I hope that helped. As always, if you have specific questions, you can contact Asa Clark Middle School's office, and we will be happy to help you out and walk you through this if need be.